Welcome into all our viewers near and far. My name is Daniel Sally, coming to you with some Carroll College women's basketball tonight on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. And tonight I'm joined not by the Hall of Famer Gary Turcotte, but by a legend in his own right, Mr. Eric Peterson, former Carroll College Fighting Saint, and also three-time state champion coach of the Helena High Lady Bengals. Coach, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is going to be fun.
It is going to be fun indeed. So let's go ahead and get things started real quick before tip, meeting some starters for tonight's game. For Whitworth, first of all, number 3, a center from Seattle, Washington, Genevieve Simons. Starting at forward, a senior from Mill Creek, Washington, number 11, Megan Dorney. Starting at guard, a 5'9 senior from Spokane, Washington, number 20, Quincy McDeed. Starting at guard, a 5'5 sophomore from Kaimuki, Hawaii, number 22, Tara Kaneshiro. And rounding it out, a guard, 5'8 junior from Puyallup, Washington, number 32, Madison Hagen. Joyelle Griffith is the coach for Whitworth. And now the starters for the Carroll College Fighting Saints. Starting at guard, a 5'9 senior out of Havre, Montana. That's number 4, Danny Wagner. Playing forward, a 5'10 senior from Fairfield, Washington, number 10, Christine Denny. Playing point guard, a 5'8 senior out of Clancy, Montana. Out of Helena High by way of Montana State, number 22, Camden Hilborn. Starting at guard, a 5'9 senior out of 9 Mile Falls, Washington, number 23, Sienna Swanek. And in the middle, a 6'2 junior out of Clancy, Montana. Helena High product by way of the University of Montana, number 42, Jamie Pickens. The head coach of the Fighting Saints, of course, Rochelle Sayers, in her 11th season. Just as recent as a couple weeks ago, became the all-time wins leader in Carroll College women's basketball history. And as you may have noticed, a couple of Helena High graduates on our starting five. And Eric Peterson, you got to be excited to come out here and call the action a little bit for a couple of your former players.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super fun to be able to be a fan of theirs now. You know, they gave us a lot of wins on the floor in the high school level. Now I just get to be a fan, and it's pretty fun to be able to come in and watch them. And you know, I may send them a few texts here and there with some advice, but they don't have to listen to me anymore.
Both teams taking the floor for the jump ball. Jamie Pickens lining up to jump for the Saints. Megan Dorney in the middle for Whitworth. Carroll will start out going right to left. Whitworth will go left to right as the Pirates secure the tip. Taking the ball up the court is Tara Kaneshiro, the point guard. She's guarded up top by Swanek. Pirates swing it around over to the far side. It's Dorney with it. Looking to the elbow. Try to get it to Simons. Loose ball picked up by Whitworth. Over on the wing now, it's Dorney. Guarded by Denny. Here comes a drive. Up, no good. It was McDeed there on the shot. Danny Wagner comes down with the board. Here comes the Saints across the timeline. Camden Hilborn running the point. Hands off Swanek back over to Hilborn. Lob pass down low. Swanek pump fakes. Goes up with it and one.
Great set play right there coming out of the game.
Hilborn with the nice feed. Swanek has been playing some really good basketball these last couple weeks, drawing the contact and getting the bucket. She'll go to the line and shoot one.
Yeah, I thought Carroll would come out and try to dominate with their size right away, but nice little backdoor play to start the game.
Free throws up and good. Three-point play complete for the Saints. Kaneshiro will take it up the court. They'll have Swanek pick her up at 3/4. Crossover gets the Pirates across the timeline. Here's a drive from Hagen. She picks up her dribble, guarded by Wagner. A little incidental contact out there. Kaneshiro drives the lane. Nice defense by Swanek on the layup, but she's able to dodge it and put it off the glass for two.
Carroll's already switched up their defense from previous games. They've been hedging that high on-ball screen. Now they're squeezing in, letting the girl go behind.
And there's a moving screen called on Jamie Pickens. Tried to set it up for Christine Denny, but looked like the Saints were a step ahead, tried to rush it, and as a result, offensive foul. 8:46 to go here in the first quarter. Carroll leads 3-2. Kaneshiro running the point. To the near side on the wing. It's Dorney, a foul called. Looks like they got Christine for a hand check there. Whitworth will inbound from the baseline. And we got a 5-second call. They'll turn it around, and the ball will go right back to Carroll.
That foul on Christine's the one as you don't like as a coach when they're not in a stance right away and they just get beat right off the bat and get a quick one, and you don't want one of your main players to be in foul trouble early, that's for sure.
Wagner up top, crosses over. Saints will get in their offense. Hilborn to the high post, Pickens. Pickens looking for her options. She's going to bounce it to the left, put it up with her left hand off the glass, no good, but Jamie draws the foul. She'll shoot two.
It's a good take there. I know they've been working on her going off of 2 feet, but she had the drive off one there, and with the size advantage she has, she can get that shot up all night.
Pickens at the line. First free throw is up, and she knocks it down. She'll shoot one more. 4-2, Carroll in the lead. Jamie's second is up, off the rim. It's no good. Long rebound brought down by the Pirates. McDeed gets it up to Kaneshiro. Top of the key. They get it over to the wing. Back around now. Kaneshiro up top again. Crosses over. Nice help defense there by Hilborn to poke the ball loose, but Kaneshiro gets it back and puts it in for two. 4-4, we got a tie ball game here. 7:49 to go in the first quarter. Saints looking to go back in the lead. Pickens dumps it off to Denny at the top. He gets it back out to Pickens on the wing. Give and go back to Denny. Denny pump fakes. Back out to Swanek. Now Hilborn, corner three. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth, but it's knocked loose and taken back by Denny. Denny's going to go right to the hoop. Nice step through move off the glass and in for two.
Great body control on that.
Here comes Whitworth to the other end. Drive layup blocked by Denny. That was Dorney on the attempt that time. Christine stayed in front of her and got a hand in. Hilborn to the low block. Pickens again. Goes to her right, steps back to the left, to the right again. Hook is good. Pickens with her first bucket of the night, 8-4. Carroll in the lead. Kaneshiro up top, guarded by Swanek. High ball screen. There's that hedge.
Yep, now they're hedging hard again.
In the corner, Hagen. Looking down low, it's stolen by Hilborn. Nice job on the help side. Here she comes across the court. Kick out Wagner. Jab step three. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth. McDeed up the court, up to Hagen.
Nice pass.
Good pass in transition is right. There's a bucket for the Pirates. And that's what Whitworth wants to do. They like running five out. They like getting in transition. Shows why right there. Christine Denny, top of the key for the Saints. Backdoor Swanek wide open off the glass, and it's good for two.
It's amazing how much they get off that flex cut every game, and you know they're getting scouted on that every game, but they still seem to get open a few times for an easy basket.
Here comes a drive from Hagen on the other end. Outside, McDeed. McDeed loses it. It's picked loose by Hilborn, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pirates.
As a former coach of Camden right there, I'd be yelling at her for not moving her feet rather than trying to poke it from behind.
See, this is why we have you on here.
I would have yelled at her for playing lazy defense there.
Step through, it's a turnover, traveling violation on Megan Dorney. Well, when she goes back and watches the film, she'll take note, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's heard it plenty of times.
Hilborn looking to the elbow. Denny's got an angle. She drives through, pump fakes out to the corner. Wagner, three. Off the rim, no good. Oh, board Pickens back off the glass and in for two. And there's that height advantage coming into play.
Yeah, she's just too big right now. We're going to have to get some help on her.
Kimberly Dewey with the ball. She just checked in. She goes to the wing. Three-pointer up. It's no good. In and out. Taking the shot that time was Olivia Mayer. In transition, here comes Danny Wagner. She steps through baseline, gets it across. Swanek, Danny now over to Hilborn. High post, it's Pickens. Back out Denny, open three from the wing. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth. It's Quincy McDeed with it. Kaneshiro kicks it out. Mayer pump fakes, gets Jamie off her feet, drives by her off the glass, and good. In the first quarter, immediate timeout. We'll go ahead and step away for a moment. You're watching the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Eric Peterson here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Whitworth with the basketball out of the timeout. They trail by 4, 12-8. Sixth-ranked Fighting Saints in the lead.
Oh, foul trouble early here. And it's their fourth team foul already with just over halfway through the quarter here.
McDeed inbounds. Swings it around Mayer, and a traveling violation. And I don't know if you were here early in the game on Wednesday night, the women's game, but a lot of travels called. Point of emphasis for the refs this year.
Yes, I think you're right.
Christine Denny crosses over, drives the lane, puts it up, and she's fouled. Will they get that on the floor or on the shot?
Looks like she's going to the line.
So they will get it on the shot. Christine will shoot 2. And we've noticed a theme over the last couple of years, Gary and I. It seems like any time our offense comes up empty on a couple of consecutive possessions, it's like, all right, get the ball to Christine at the top, let her bounce it. She usually either gets a bucket or a foul or sometimes both.
Yeah, she's just a tough guard. I mean, put someone bigger on her, then she takes them outside, inside, then someone smaller on, she can post them up. So she's just a really good all-around player. And it's not like the Saints are getting bad shots. I mean, they're up 6 right now. They've been getting great shots, just missing a few threes here and there.
Kaneshiro will run the point after the free throws. He gets a screen at half court. Work back up to the middle. Now towards the wing. She passes it off to Hagen. Hagen drives, kicks. Here comes a drive and a traveling violation. Again, it was Kimberly Dewey that time. So 3 travels early on in this one on Whitworth.
A lot of dribble drive right now for them, just trying to get in the lane and kick and great shots. Now they move to a zone here.
Maddie Garrett's up high. Goes back to the far side. It's Swanek. Now Hilborn. Back around. Up top, Hilborn.
Nice
back door. Ooh, and missed Christine there just by a little bit. Out of bounds. Saints turn it over. Camden will get a break. Jaden Lyman will check in. Dewey dumps it off. Kaneshiro with it. Lob pass down low. Step through move. Blocked by Garrett. Rebounding is Lyman. Here comes Lyman leading the charge in transition for the Saints. She looks near side on the wing. Wagner, 3. It's good. And she's had a couple of looks early on in the game. You knew it was going to fall eventually.
Absolutely, yeah. They were just barely off, and And if she starts hitting those, they're not going to be able to zone, and then they won't have an answer for anything Carroll does.
Oh, boy. It's a versatile attack from the
It
Saints,
is.
that's for sure.
Definitely.
Kaneshiro guarded by Denny up top. Whitworth looking for some motion. They go down low. Dewey posts up on Wagner. Puts it up, and a foul called on the shot. That'll be Danny's first.
Danny probably could have got away with just going straight up on that one, putting a hand on her. I don't make the girl finish over the top. She's a little bit taller. Been a hard finish for the girl if she just went straight up.
Carroll in the bonus now for the remainder of the quarter. That was their fifth. Free throw up. It's good. Dewey will shoot one more. Dewey's second is up, and that one's good. 17-10, Carroll's lead back to 7. Here comes Lyman up the floor for the Saints.
2-3 zone again.
To the elbow, Madsen down low, Garrett's. Back to the corner. Pass was lobbed, and it was intercepted. That was Dorney who came up with the steal that time for Whitworth. Dewey again from the wing, drives on Garrett's, puts it up over Maddie. It's good for 2. And they're getting Dewey going. They like getting her touches on the wing. She can really put it on the ground and get to the hoop.
Yeah, they have Maddie guarding her, so they in that possession anyway, and she thought she could get there, and she had a really nice finish that time.
Madsen on the elbow. Out to Lyman. Lyman pump fakes, drives. Wagner 3. Off the rim, that one's no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth. Here comes Kaneshiro. Kaneshiro looks inside. Lob pass over the post, and it's good. Nice catch and shot there by Dorney. She puts it up for 2. Saints lead cut to 3. Just 90 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Wagner 3 wide open, and that one's good. Nothing but net.
Zone has been effective the last few possessions, but you get wide open shots, and they're bound to fall with this team. They're just too many weapons.
Down low, lay in, no good. Rebound brought down by Wagner, and she's fouled. Substitution for Whitworth, number 20, Quincy McDeed, re-entering.
I think the Saints are just getting adjusted on the defensive end with all that dribble penetration. It's hard to it's different than that motion offense where you got to make sure you're down in the stance every single time and beat them to a spot rather than be on their hip a lot. I mean, that's why they're in the foul trouble right now.
Ekstrom on the wing, back up top. 50 seconds on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock for the Saints. To the elbow, it's Ekstrom, mid-range, Jay, it's good.
She's really good at that shot right there.
Middle game. And you've had to have been impressed by what you've seen from her in her first few games at Carroll.
Absolutely, yeah, she's really good.
I'm glad to see they got some quality taking my place. Hi, guys.
Hey, Gary. Well, that pause there is Coach Turcotte making his way over to the scores table to say hello.
Let the legend come back to his job here.
Oh, he's a quarter too late. Next man up. That's what they always say. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Carroll up by 8. Imagine they'll play for last shot. Here comes Ekstrom. Reverse layup off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth, and that'll do it after one quarter. 22-14, Saints in the lead. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. You're watching the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Back from the timeout. Daniel Sally, Eric Peterson here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service, 22-14. Carroll in the lead over Whitworth here. A little non-conference action at the PE Center. Addie Ekstrom at the top of the key. She passes it far side to Sienna Swanek. Back over to Ekstrom, looking to the elbow, kick ball.
Little push-pull offense there, originated by Mr. Turcotte himself.
Oh.
It's been around for 20-plus years, that offense that they're running right now.
Garrett's. She dumps it off to Swanek. Kick. Madsen pump fakes, drives the lane, and she loses it. Looking to pass it underneath to Swanek. It's stolen by the Pirates.
Yeah, she probably should have shot that one.
Kaneshiro looks inside. It's knocked loose by Lyman. Her and Ekstrom are battling for the same ball there, but Addie comes up with it.
Whitworth girls listening to their coach. I was listening at the break, and the coach was saying the back door was open, and very first possession they tried to take advantage of it.
Foul called in transition. They were looking to get inside of Megan Dorney, and Madsen beat her to the spot there. A little extra contact. That's Emma's first personal. Christine will come in and give Emma a break. Kaneshiro inbounding from the baseline. Up top. It's Dorney. Dorney hands off Kaneshiro. Guarded by Swanek. Here comes the screen. The Saints are hedging right into a double team. One step ahead, a three-pointer up from the corner. Open look for Whitworth. It's no good. That was Dawson Driggs on the shot. In transition, Saints find Ekstrom off the glass, and it's in. Nice job maneuvering that time to keep the ball away from the defender.
Body control off of 2 feet. Just went up really, really strong. Used her body so they couldn't block the shot.
Pirates with it on the other end. Up top, McDeed. Kaneshiro back up top. Three-pointer on the way. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound brought down by Lyman. Lyman crosses over. Here she comes up the floor. Runner. Nicely done, Jaden Lyman. It's good for 2.
Great body control there by her.
Timeout called by Whitworth. It's going to be immediate timeout. And Eric, we'll go ahead and keep it here. A couple things I wanted to touch on. First of all, congratulations to the Carroll College men's and women's cross-country teams. They ran at Nationals today over in Vancouver, Washington. And the Carroll men's cross-country team finished 26th. And I believe the women finished 16th. And Reagan Worley, she's a junior, I believe. She was finished 33rd, and top 40 gets All-American. So add another All-American to the list, and a tip of the cap to Coach Flynn on a great season. Nicely done, ladies and men. They did a really nice job this season. Won the conference on both sides, so that was really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Flynn, she's an old Carroll grad herself.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Just one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And also, before the game, some may have noticed on the stream, we did have a moment of silence, a little bit of tragedy in the community this morning as a couple of Carroll students got into a car accident resulting in the death of one Carroll student. So prayers out to all of those who have been affected and all the families and to everyone in the Carroll community mourning right now. So not the best news to wake up to on a Friday, but like I said, we're thinking and praying for everyone involved and everyone affected.
Yeah, that definitely is a tragedy. I mean, there's really no words that can go out to those families that were impacted by that for sure.
Back from the timeout, 26-14. Carroll taking the floor. Looks like they're getting ready to line up in their zone.
Yep, little zone here. We'll see what they do at that high post.
They throw Lyman in the middle there, and she just roams. Kaneshiro up the court. Near side, on the wing. It's Driggs, back up top to Simons. Driggs again, guarded by Swanek. Switched over to Lyman. They find the middle. Genesis Wilkinson in the game, playing some good defense that time. But a foul called, and they're going to say on the floor.
I think that's right, Paul.
I've been watching too much NBA. I'm used to the continuation.
She was coming down, I think, more than going up when she had the contact.
Kaneshiro inbounding. First foul of the game for Genesis Wilkinson, who just checked in. Drive by the Pirates. They dump it off to the baseline. Mid-range jumper is up and good by Megan Dorney. Carroll works back down the floor. Hand off Denny. Denny fakes the pass, gets it back out. Swanek on the wing. Sienna crosses over. Back to the top. It's Christine Denny again. Wilkinson at the elbow has it. Takes it off the dribble. Hands off. Give and go. Back to Wilkinson off the glass, and she finishes it.
That's just great offense there. They passed up numerous good shots for a great shot right there. So that was just an execution of great offense.
And Genesis, she gives us a lot of depth in the post, and she can really finish at the rim.
She can, yeah. She uses a lot of great angles with her release and makes up for a little bit of lack of size for just some creativity.
Up top, Kaneshiro, 8 seconds on the shot clock. She's fouled in the lane by Lyman. They're going to get her for a reach that time. Hagen back in the game.
Seems like a lot of fouls being called this game.
Three fouls on the Saints already here in the second quarter.
They were in the bonus in the first quarter. And
mid-range jumper up and good. That was McDeed. Yeah, they're on their way to getting back in the bonus here in the second, Eric. Finish off what you were saying.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be.
Cutting is Wagner.
Good patience.
Takes her time, puts it up, and it's good for two. That's the experience that Danny brings to the table. A lot of people might rush a shot like that, but
yeah, or kick it out right away. But no, she just held on to it and bobbed and weaved and found an opening.
Foul called on the other end on the Saints. That's Wilkinson. Her second. It's an and one for Megan Dorney. She'll shoot one more. So Carroll's still up by 10, but a little out of rhythm. Like I said, getting called for a lot of fouls early on in this game.
Yeah, it's really tough to get going and get into a rhythm when it stops every time down the floor. Mm-hmm. So they need a couple of stops to get their offense rolling because they're really good in transition. And, you know, they're good in the half court too, but it's nice to get some easy ones here and there.
Lyman dumps it out to Denny. Now up top, Swanek. Lyman again. Looking for a cutter. Hand off Swanek again. Here comes Lyman baseline. She's fouled. That'll be on the ground. Kimberly Dewey called for that one. And here comes Camden Hilborn back in. Some good minutes there from Jaden.
That's the thing. I'm sure as you guys have talked about before, there's zero let-off whenever they go to the bench. So,
especially at that point guard position. Camden and Jaden both very relentless defenders especially, but really on both ends.
That's travel.
Yep. Carroll gets the ball back. I think that's 4 travels now in Whitworth early on in this one.
It's also a downside of that offense is that they try to get going before they get their feet down in position. So
rush it a little bit.
Yeah, they're just trying to get to the basket a little bit too quickly.
Danny hands off. Here comes Hilborn. In the lane, nice scoop shot there by Camden. It's good.
One of her specialties right there.
You can kind of dip that shoulder and get an angle.
Uses that same hand on the same side of the basket.
Carroll with a little trap there near the sideline. It's out of bounds, last touched by the Saints, so Whitworth will keep it. Inbounding is Hagen. Kaneshiro up top, guarded by Swanek. Swanek really denying middle. Yeah, there's that zone they like to run. Dewey to the corner, now down low. Hagen up with it off the glass, and it's in for 2. Correction, that was Dorney.
Danny was a little late to help there, I think.
Garrett's hands off Swanek. Swanek in the lane, nice kick out. Garrett's for 3. Off the rim, no good. Maddie Garrett's coming off a really nice game on Wednesday, probably her best of the season. Came off the bench, scored 12.
Yeah, the thing about Maddie is everyone follows her energy. So when she can get a couple of easy ones and gets that smile on her face, then everybody follows with that same attitude.
He's got that kind of impact. Here comes the drive baseline. Nice block there by Maddie. Sliding her feet, staying in front and getting a hand on it.
Yeah, that was great defense.
Here's Garrett's on the other end. Thought about the shot. Decides to pass it up this time. Carroll will get into their offense. Hilborn. Swanek, high post Denny. She's got a lane to the left, off the glass, and good. Nice finish there with the offhand.
Denny does a great job of, when she gets at the high post, spinning fully on that leg versus doing a half spin and putting the ball down. She really covers some ground quickly.
Kick out, corner 3. It's up, no good. Rebound brought down by the Saints. That was McDeed on the attempt that time. Here comes Sienna up the court for the Saints. Hand off Garrett. Garrett gets it back to Swanek. Now Wagner up top. High post, there's Denny again. Surveying her options, finds Swanek in the corner. Open 3. Off the rim, it's no good. Long rebound brought down by Wagner. And Gary and I talk about a lot of times, Carroll can rebound 1 through 5 when they're out there. Their guards rebound really well. Nice give and go. Hilborn to Denny, but Camden a little too close to the rim that time. It's no good. Drive on the other end, blocked by Garrett.
Once again, on the offensive end for Carroll, they're getting really good shots. They're just, some of those threes just aren't falling right now. So it just takes 1 or 2 in a row, and then it's contagious for the rest of the team.
You're right. I mean, they're not forcing by any means.
No, they're getting any shot they want, and just not falling right now.
On the defensive end, Maddie Garrett is throwing a block party. And there's a shot up and good by Dewey over Denny. 9-point Carroll lead. Here comes Denny in the lane. Nice dump off pass looking for Garrett and a foul called. Dorney reaching the passing lane. I think they got a little contact on the body there. Ekstrom will check in, give give Wagner a rest. Wagner doesn't come out much.
No.
I'm always amused looking at the post-game box score. It's like 36 minutes, 38 minutes.
Exactly.
Swanek inbounding. Ekstrom in the corner gets it out top to Christine Denny. Here comes Hilborn. Hand off back to Denny. Back again to Hilborn. 3-pointer up. Ooh, it's no good off the back iron. Rebound Garrett, and she puts it up and in for 2. And Coach Sayers wanted to call.
A little fired up on that with that girl being underneath Maddie right there. She wanted another.
I mean, she took kind of a nasty spill.
Yeah.
Looking back door, the Pirates. It's stolen by Hilborn and a quick foul called on Dorney. And if there's one thing we know about Coach Sayers, she's going to have her players back. That's for sure.
Definitely.
She'll put it on the line for them. And that's why they put it on the line for her when they're out there between the lines.
Yeah, it definitely goes both ways, that's for sure.
Here comes Hilborn, the point guard. She'll take her time getting it across. A little over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 36-25. Carroll leads by 11. Hilborn looking to the wing. Swanek back up to Hilborn. Swanek again to the elbow. Maddie Garrett back to the corner. Nice ball movement by the Saints as Hilborn gets called for the travel. Yeah, she got the catch and just one step ahead, putting the ball on the ground.
She saw the lane and then decided she better start dribbling the ball, I guess, after she started running.
Pirates basketball, taking it up the court. Kaneshiro, she's been running the point majority of the evening. To the wing, it's Dewey. Called for a motion, almost hit Ekstrom with her hand. Inside, losing the ball is Simons. And a double dribble. Lost it, got it back, put it on the ground again, and there you have it.
See if Carroll can take advantage of this last minute and a half and get a couple extra buckets.
turn an 11-point lead into a 15-point lead. Nice pass to the corner there by Garrett. Saints work it back up top. Hilborn to the high post. Denny kicks. Swan at corner three. It's good.
There's one. Let's see if they get a stop and get one more.
It'll be interesting to look at the stats at halftime and see how many threes they've taken, because it seems like all of them have at least been somewhat open. They're finally starting to fall.
Yeah, and they've definitely been sucking in on those post players. Just letting us shoot because we're not making them very often. So
Kanashiro up top. Loose ball. 4 seconds on the shot clock for Whitworth. Deep three. It's no good off the back iron. Looked good from here, but just a little too much mustard on it. It was Mayer who shot it. Swanwick comes up with the board. Carroll. 30 seconds left on the game clock. 23 on the shot clock. Swanwick three, and it's good.
So 6 points the last 2 possessions. That's a big swing going into halftime. One more stop here.
Sienna heating up. 42-25. Carroll in the lead. Whitworth will hold for last shot. 10 seconds to play. McDeed has it.
1-on-1.
Gets a high ball screen. Nice hedge there by Christine. Loose ball. And looks like Whitworth's not going to be able to get a shot off. They do not. 42-25, your score at the half. A nice last couple minutes there by the Saints to take a 17-point lead into halftime. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout, take a few minutes, and maybe come back in a little bit. Look at the stats, give a little halftime show, this, that, and the other, and look ahead at a big weekend here for Carroll Athletics. You're watching the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Daniel Sally, Eric Peterson here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. At the half, Carroll in the lead over Whitworth, 42-25. And Eric Peterson, as I bring you back in, looking at some stats from the field. Whitworth 47.8%, but they've turned the ball over 9 times. They are 0% from 3, 0 for 5 in the first half, and 100% from the free throw line, only 3 attempts there. Looking at Carroll, an impressive 58.6% from the field. And let's see, a combined 4 for 13 from 3. I think that number's going to go up. Some really good looks like we talked about, and 80% from the free throw line. Some individual numbers for Carroll leading the way with a tie for the game high. Sienna Swanek has 11, Danny Wagner with 8, Christine Denny with 6, and Jamie Pickens with 5. Looking at Whitworth, Megan Dorney leading the way with 11 points. 6 points for Kimberly Dewey off the bench, and 4 points for Tara Kaneshiro. And anything stick out to you in the first half, Eric?
I think the biggest thing that sticks out to me is not points, but assists. Christine Denny has 5 assists in the first half. So, she only has 6 points, which is not bad either, but 5 assists in the first half is pretty darn good, especially from the position she plays. So she's really distributing the ball well.
Really effective passing the ball out of that high post there, like we talked about. Some other numbers looking at the stats here. Points in the paint. Carroll with 24-18 for Whitworth. Carroll with 10 points off turnovers. Whitworth with just 2. That's a big one, kind of helping play the advantage there for the Saints. And a second chance points. Carroll with 6, 0 for Whitworth, and 10 points for Carroll off the bench. So those secondary categories, really, Carroll doing a nice job filling in. Their depth has played really well. As also we mentioned bench points. Rochelle played 10 in the first half, 5 off the bench, and they all kind of came in and did their part. And part of the reason that it makes this team so effective is how deep they can go down that bench as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie only played 7 minutes in the first half, and once again, just not a lot of letdown. And you get Maddie to come in and Genesis to come in, and they do their jobs. And I think what else is a little surprising is the points in the paint. I thought Carroll would have a much bigger gap in that, but Whitworth is doing a good job of getting into the paint off the drive. They're doing it in different ways than Carroll's doing it.
Yeah, you mentioned that dribble drive offense. They've run a lot of that, and trying to bounce it inside or run the pick and roll a little bit. A lot of high ball screens, and Carroll's guarded them in different ways. But it's been pretty effective getting the touches they want. Carroll's also done a nice job, I think, with help defense once they get that ball inside, affecting those shots as well, especially when they're in the zone.
Yeah, and Maddie with 3 blocks in the first half. That's great too. She did a great job of moving her body and having them go right up through her chest and high hands and not bringing her hands down to make a dumb foul. She did a good job of just extending and making them throw the ball into her hands, basically.
Well, an update from Eugene, Oregon for the Carroll College Fighting Saints, led by Kurt Paulson. They're up 57-52 over Bushnell with about 8.5 minutes to play in that one. First game for them of 2 that they'll play this weekend. They're going to play Corbin tomorrow. And for our girls, Eric, they'll play tonight. They're going to have a rest day tomorrow, and then a really big game coming up on Sunday against MSU Billings in Billings, one of the top D2 programs. Then after that, they're going to get on a plane and go to Crestview Hills, Kentucky for the Julie Costello Memorial Classic.
Things get real right there.
They're going to play number 4 St. Thomas More in that first game on Wednesday, and I think everyone's kind of got that one circled on the calendar. It's nice those preseason matchups when you're playing against teams that you're not going to see in the conference season that are ranked so high. It's a nice gauge of kind of where you stack up and what you need to work on as the season goes on, it seems like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with Carroll, the frontier is so good, but these girls want to know how good they are versus the top in the country, and I mean that's the ultimate goal is to do something on the national stage, not just the frontier stage. So.
And just like that, out of the break, Camden Hilborn doing what she does best, taking the charge there in the lane, and Carroll will get it right back.
Yeah, she cost me a lot of Gatorades in high school with that. Every time she took a charge, I gave her a Gatorade.
Well, I tell you, our point guards, her and Jaden, there's nobody better than getting their feet in front and taking those charges than those two. They do it every game.
And they can act a little bit too. That helps.
Yeah, I say it all the time. There's an important distinction between selling and flopping, and they sell it.
Exactly.
Missed 3 on the other end, Christine Denny. Here comes Dewey up the court for Whitworth. She hands it off to the top.
So Dewey getting the start this half.
Step through move, turn around, shot no good from Quincy McDeed. Pickens comes up with the rebound. Yeah, Jamie didn't really see any action in the second quarter, but she's back in to start the half. Corner three from Hilborn on the other end. That one's good.
Those are the easiest threes right there when they're coming inside out. Just like having a rebounder for you underneath the basket. So they're the most natural.
It's like the ones you practice in the gym.
Exactly.
Every day. With the Dr. Dish.
Yep.
Here's a drive blocked by Denny in the lane. Carroll doing a really nice job affecting those shots inside. Nice handoff in transition to Denny off the glass. Ooh. Yeah, it would have been nice to see them knock that down.
Yeah.
Very natural.
She had a head of steam going, and it was perfect. It just didn't fall.
Over the top, pass in, and shot no good by Hagen. Good look that time for Whitworth. Swanek up the court off the board, finds Pickens off the glass, and good. Well, you said in the first half it'd be nice to see Carroll play a little bit of transition ball, and we're seeing it early on in the half.
And exactly, and that's a huge difference right here when you can get a couple easy ones and just bolster that lead a little bit. And 17 goes to 22 just like that.
And Coach Turcotte always talks about 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And Coach Turcotte, his point every time, and you probably learned listening to us a lot last year, coming out of halftime, those first 3 minutes, he thinks there's so much weight in the first 3 minutes, and I've come to agree with him a lot over the last couple years, kind of after he pointed that out to me. Well, here we are not even 2 minutes in, and Carroll jumps out to a quick 5-0 run. It makes a difference.
Definitely, yeah. He's been teaching that ever since I played for him. So it's one of those things that it's so important, especially on the defensive end, I think, just to get a couple stops and get something in the flow. And we talked about the transition, being able to, probably 3 of our baskets all came in transition. Even that 3 was basically a transition basket because it didn't take any of the shot clock out of the way. I mean, they were pass it in and then they had to cover down real quick, kick it out, and it's basically like a transition bucket as well.
Well, not to sound too cliche, but everyone always talks about how basketball is such a game of runs. Well, both teams come in level-headed out of halftime. They're ready to make their adjustments and execute. And if you can right off the bat set the tone for the second half, take them down a peg, it does dividends.
Definitely, yeah.
Carroll's been pretty good at that over the last couple years as well.
And it's deflating on the other end as well. Mm-hmm. So if you can come in and get 3 possessions with stops and score on the other end, it can become deflating, and it's hard to come back from.
Whitworth with the ball out of the timeout. Kimberly Dewey, guarded by Hilborn. She hands it off Kaneshiro. Switched on to Camden. Another handoff to the middle. Looking inside. Nice help defense there. Back door from Swanek. She comes up with a steal. Here comes Swanek to the other end. Looking inside. Denny looking for a cutter. Instead, she's going to post up. Pump fake. Kick it out. Swanek with it. Here's Hilborn. High post. Denny. 11 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Hilborn in the corner. Gets a pair of screens. Cross-court pass. Wagner, 3. And it's good. Carroll running a lot of transition. That time they get in their offense, take up the shot clock, and find a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, they shot 59% almost in the first half, and that's going up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good defense.
Yep, nice job there by Danny. Dribbling the ball was Katie Jo Vandenbogart. Danny stepped right in front, knocked it loose out of bounds. Whitworth will keep it, however. Last touch by the Saints. Dewey inbounds. Pick and roll. Nice job by Swanek coming off the screen. Loose ball, shot up, and a foul called on Swanek. And I think Sienna thought she was going to get a charge.
That's the same exact call. That's what Coach Sayers is calling right now, that they didn't call on when we had that in the first half of Maddie. She's telling them right now.
Swanek's down on the ground, and not much she can do there. Free throw up, it's good from Olivia Mayer. She'll shoot one more. Second free throw is good. Denny will inbound it. Saints lead back to 23. Hilborn up top. Nice pump fake there. She puts it on the ground. Looking outside, Swanek. Back out Hilborn. 3 from Camden. Off the rim, it's no good. A little short that time. Long rebound will go right out of bounds, and Whitworth will get the ball right back. Across the timeline, it's Kaneshiro, guarded by Swanek. Swanek is relentless on defense.
She is doing a great job of turning the girl.
Kaneshiro's layup over Swanek, no good. Did a nice job staying with it, and of course Swanek is the one who comes up with the rebound. She'll lead the break, kick it out Wagner. She's got a lane baseline. She'll take it all the way across. Back across to Denny on the wing, now down low, low block. Pickens one-on-one off the glass and good.
Nice left hand.
Fake into the middle, right back to the baseline.
And I think that's what they've been working on the last few weeks with her. And she's struggling a little bit, was going off the two and really extending off of those little baby hooks.
The left hand's coming along for Jamie too. Foul called. And they count it? They did count it. This is on Danny Wagner. Checking in his Driggs again. That's Danny's second foul. Free throw up and good. Danny Wagner in transition. Hands off Swanek, now Pickens. Wagner again on the wing with it. Saints taking their time. Pickens to the elbow. Here comes Denny off the drive. There's that spin move again, off the glass and good.
And full head of steam. She knew right where she was going. Her mind was made up as soon as she caught the ball, which makes a big difference.
She's just a matchup nightmare for other teams. Foul called. They get Sienna for that one.
They did.
Little run over on the ball screen.
Yep, she didn't see no one. That's when you're mad at your teammates right there for not letting you know that screen is there. So
call it out a little bit.
Somebody should have let her know that was coming.
It's like in football. If you're a DB, you better call out the crackback to the linebacker, otherwise they're getting hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Refs clarifying something. Kaneshiro will take it out. Up top, with it now is Driggs. To the wing, it's Dewey. Dewey guarded by Wagner. Dewey crosses over. Spin move in transition. Nice defense there by Danny. Are they going to get her for a block? I guess they are.
That Dewey, she's not afraid of anybody. She just drives in it doesn't matter who's on her or who's waiting for her. She's just going for it.
Yeah. She's done it all game. I mean, just going to the hole, putting her head down. Whitworth inbounds from the baseline.
There you
and
go.
We got a charge.
There you go.
Both of our point guards. Every game.
It's like they're in a competition with one another.
It'd be interesting to keep a running tally.
Yeah.
Over the course of the season. Maybe I'll keep that in mind once conference play starts.
And there's always a nice little sly smile from both of them after, too.
They know what they've done.
Yep.
Elbow.
She's going the other way. Ooh, Addie wanted that shot. Still does.
There's one for Addie. Off the rim, no good. Great take, though.
Yeah, what I really like about her is she's just so decisive with it. She just plays. She doesn't have to think out there. And that's hard to do sometimes as a freshman.
Freshman who didn't play her senior year of high school because of injury. It makes it that much more impressive.
She's going to be a really good player.
Nice entry pass there by Whitworth. Garrett saves it from going out of bounds, though, after it was deflected.
Saves it off of Addie almost.
Saints were able to keep it somehow, some way. On the elbow, Denny down low. Wagner. Turnaround, it's good.
Coach Sayers obviously made a little adjustment there, putting Christine at the high post instead of Maddie the last few possessions, and once again Christine is just making the right plays. Oh, great.
Well, Lyman came up to steal and just couldn't quite gather it to throw it back in. Kyle Olson's going to check in now, and we're going to go to a media timeout. Let's go ahead and take it 56-30. Carroll with a convincing lead here. 4:03 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Back from the break, Daniel Sally, Eric Peterson here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Kyle Olson now in the game for the Saints, and an update from Eugene, the Carroll men's basketball team leading Bushnell 63-60. And those of you watching at home, if you want to catch the end of that one, go to the schedule on the Carroll Athletics website. Go ahead and click on that Watch Live link. What kind of foul we got here?
Oh, they're going to count the basket and give her a free throw.
They get Sienna for the foul there? Who'd they get the foul for?
I'm not sure, but everybody thought it was going
Sienna's
down.
on the bench, so it wasn't her.
Everybody thought it was just, looks like it's on Kyle Olson. Wasn't much of something because all the players were running down
Both
for the
teams.
next possession, yeah.
Both teams. Yeah, whatever. And one, and the free throw is good. Christine Denny up top. She hands off Lyman. Back to the corner. Garrett. And a foul called. Foul on Simons. 3:24 to go here in the third. Ekstrom will inbound for the Saints. Ekstrom gets it to the wing. Kyle Olson, three. Yes, it's good.
It's been a few games since she's played and comes in and first shot, bang.
And the bench is excited.
Yeah, that's the best part about this team, I think, is that they celebrate each other. That's a huge thing with successful teams, is being able to be happy for one another. And
doesn't matter who's taking the shot.
Yep.
Foul on Denny that time on the shot. Shooting free throws is Quincy McDeed. When you know what it takes to win, Eric. I mean, 3 straight state titles. You learn a little bit,
yeah,
I
good
imagine.
players.
I know we're watching 2 of them right now. Free throw up, it's good, first one. Second free throw on the way. When I remember watching you guys at the state tournament in 2019 and talking about it doesn't matter who gets the shot. Well, you guys had Jamie on the bench with 4 fouls, and it took a group effort in the semis against Capital, but you guys got the ball moved around and were able to get to the free throw line. Like you said, it doesn't really matter who's scoring.
Yeah, that might have been the worst game ever for a fan to watch of basketball.
Wasn't it? It was
38-28.
Wasn't it like 14-9 at halftime?
We
or
didn't
15
score
to 10?
in the second quarter.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, it was not pretty, but at that juncture, you survive in advance, and it doesn't matter if you score 10 points for the game or 100 points in the game. You're going to take a W, especially against a crosstown rival.
First free throw up and good for Ekstrom. You guys had some really good games that year. Second one up from Addie. It's good. She's got a very natural shot release. I mean, it just impresses me every time she shoots it. Just a flick. Kind of looks like Curry.
Yeah, yep.
Just right in front and boom.
See, they dropped underneath right there, and I think part of it is just because they haven't hit a 3. They haven't shown that they can shoot from the outside consistently, and so
don't need to put as much pressure on the ball.
Yeah, so they're either going to trap hard or they're going to slip the screen, and I think that's a great coaching call right now.
Another foul called on Carroll. This time it's on Addie, her first. Carroll accumulating a lot of team fouls, but it doesn't seem like a lot of them are going on one particular person. Nobody's really been in foul trouble yet. Kind of 1s and 2s across the board.
Right, and really in the first half I thought that Whitworth would have shot more free throws than they did, but they really didn't shoot a bunch in the first half, even though we were in foul trouble.
Able to kind of turn up the discipline once you get into the bonus.
Exactly.
To the elbow. Madsen looking down low, and said she hands off Lyman 3. Off the rim, no good, but a foul called on Whitworth. Garrett's was trying to get position inside and ended up getting knocked down.
Yeah, she was kind of frustrated with that girl because she's had her hands up and just initially, and she kind of sold that one too.
2 free throws for Maddie Garrett.
She got tangled up and she went down.
Well, we're in the bonus. First free throw up from Maddie. No good, off the rim. We got an update from Eugene. 1 minute to play. 63-62. Carroll in the lead over Bushnell. Coming down to the wire. I imagine we're going to see some Shamrock Campbell touches in that final minute.
I think you're right. And it's nice to blow teams out, but it's also nice to try to win those close ones. You're gonna have to do that.
Here's a drive. Shot up and good from Whitworth. It was Quincy McDeed. And Brendan Temple having another big game for our men. 16 points. 16
he didn't miss
for
a shot
Johan.
the other night, did he?
No, 17 points, 8 of 8 shooting.
Yeah,
he was
awesome.
just remarkable.
Yeah, he was very in control.
There's Maddie
That's a
Garrett
great
down the
take
other
by
end.
Maddie.
Drive, and it's good. For a 5, she can really bounce it. Layup on the other end, no good. Loose ball, foul called. Kind of a ruckus towards the ball. I didn't see who they got for that one.
Either.
It was on Whitworth. It was on Mayer. And that's 4 fouls on Olivia Mayer, so she'll come out. And we're in the bonus again. I was like, why is Jaden knocking the ball down the court?
Who's shooting though?
It's a great question.
Oh, there you go, Maddie.
Maddie G.
2 free throws.
Free throw up. No good for Maddie. She'll shoot one more. It looks like Bushnell must be at the free throw line. Looks like they just split a pair to tie the game with 22 seconds.
Last possession.
All right. I got my pick on who the ball's going to. I think you let Jovan set it up top. You let Sham run off the ball. If Jovan gets a look, he can get it. But you can get Sham off an off-ball screen to take a jumper somewhere in the mid-range. She's just about automatic. Rebound there off the miss by Garrett. Looks like Ifani just subbed in for Johnny on the men's side as well. Keep refreshing. There's Garrett's in the lane. Kicks out. Olsen, corner 3. Off the rim. Does she get the roll? She does not.
Uh-oh.
Player down for the Saints. It's Emma Madsen.
Holding the knee. That's never a good sign. I didn't see any contact. It's even.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break, Eric. 65-39, Carroll in the lead. 1:11 to go here in the third. All right, Emma's off the court. Christine will check back in. It's Whitworth basketball here, 65-30 now with 1:08 to play. And Carroll does have the ball, last possession. Let's turn it on real quick. It looks like Carroll took the lead. I'm not sure how. 65-63. Turned it on just a little too late. Feel bad. I'm giving play-by-play for the other game. Jovan Slavankinen made layup.
What did you call there, huh?
Yeah, say.
It's a pretty easy call, I think.
Yeah. When you got 2 superstars who you can get the ball to late in games, it makes it a little easier. Put teams in a bind on who they want to kind of lock in on. Play a guessing game.
Nice pass by Jaden there.
Foul
Maddie.
called on inside.
Maddie wasn't quite ready for that one.
I'm going to keep this stream up in case we see something from Bushnell. They still got one more possession.
Be interesting. I wonder where the ball's at. What they do.
4.1 seconds. Maddie at the line. Here in the game we're actually calling.
She's been struggling from the line.
First free throw up and no good. I'm sure it's something they're going to work on because
some mental.
They're going to need her to knock those down come conference play.
Yeah, shots looking pretty good. It's all between the ears at this point.
Second one's good. So Maddie splits the pair.
Madison Hagan in for the Pirates.
66-39. Carroll with a big lead here. 38 seconds to play in the third quarter. Whitworth with the ball up top. They pass it to the wing. Kaneshiro back to the outside. Hagen. Kaneshiro again. She's got a three. No good over the rim, and a foul called. I think they're going to get Kyle for another one. Kyle playing some physical basketball tonight.
Yeah, she's getting some good minutes in right now. That's good to see.
2 free throws for Kimberly Dewey.
Well, that was another answer for your three-pointers right there, too. I mean,
Yeah. It was a great look, too.
yeah.
And it looked like he was on line just a little strong. Free throw up, it's good. 18 and a half seconds to play here in the third quarter. Looks like Bushnell's going to have one shot at it in the men's game. 4.1 seconds. They're getting ready to inbound. Free throws up and good. They're going to put up a runner. And they tie it up. Wow. So the men are going to overtime. We'll keep you posted on that one. 8 seconds to go. Jaden Lyman drives, puts up a runner. No good. Rebound brought down. Garrett's back up and one.
Uh-oh.
And we got a technical.
On Dewey, her second.
Things are starting to get a little out of hand.
Technical foul on Whitworth bench.
So we'll have the technical free throw first.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the coach said to deserve that, but
Oh, no, they're going to have Garrett's take her and one first and then have the T free throw.
who takes the free throws here after Maddie?
It's an interesting call. Probably Jaden or Christine just because they're veterans.
There you go, Jaden.
And it is going to be Jaden.
Shane Lyman shooting the 2
As the point guard, it's kind of a de facto. Free throw good for Jaden. One more. It's usually a good thing when you're asking who's taking the technical free throws.
Yeah.
out of bounds, Carroll basketball.
Feel good about your options. 3 seconds to play here. Carroll will have one last look. Ekstrom puts up a deep three, no good. Garrett's can't come up with the rebound. That's going to run the timeout. 71-41 after 3 here at the PE Center. Carroll College in the lead. We'll go ahead and take a timeout before fourth quarter action here from the PE Center. You're watching the Fighting States Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Back from the timeout, 71-41. Carroll women leading Whitworth here at the PE Center. A nice November Friday. Happy to bring you the coverage here on the Fighting Saints Network. Brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Coach Turcotte was a little tardy today, so we got Eric Peterson here who's been filling in for him tonight and doing a mighty job. There's a runner
the JV squad.
Oh, come on. Runner from Kanashiro's up and no good. And I know you've got some experience doing color because I know you filled in with John Kemper a few times for some Helena High crosstown action.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Anytime you can talk basketball.
Three-pointer up. Amen. And that's a nice look there for Sienna. She buries it.
Yeah, that was a good quarter for Carroll, the third quarter, 29-point quarter.
Kanashiro up top with the ball. Pirates swing it around.
Carroll's switching guard screens and then having the post stay at home.
Kanashiro drive, runner, no good, rebound, Denny. Here comes the Saints. Saints get across the timeline. Denny picks up her dribble. Didn't realize she got Camden open. Now nice high-low pass down to Pickens, up and good. Over the top. Yeah. Sure you guys scored a lot of points off that play right there.
That's where Camden was very unselfish. She could have shot that 3 or 4 different times and still passed it to Jamie for a better look.
Point guard. Sometimes you got to make that sacrifice, and we have a jump ball down under the hoop. Possession arrow favors Carroll. Oh, no, they called a foul. You know, I saw the whistle, but the ref was kind of behind the coach here, so I didn't see and saw a tie-up, kind of jumped to a conclusion there. Carroll up by 4 now on the men's side, 70-66, 3:45 to go in overtime. And I'm sure next time I talk to Coach Paulson, he's going to be happy they got into a game like this. Loves his learning experiences.
It's good to learn how to win those close ones.
And there's a steal. Denny with it in transition. Nice spin move. She dumps it out. Hilborn. Back out Wagner. Open three from the top. The trailer. Oh, off the rim. It's no good.
That's
loose ball
Jamie.
foul. Three fouls on Jamie. 2 on Carroll here in the fourth. A little under 8 minutes left. Looks like Carroll's lead cut down to 2. 3 minutes to go. Bushnell's got the ball on the men's side. Should specify when I'm giving updates because probably looking at the scoreboard. No, we're not winning by 2. We're winning by 35.
Little different game here.
Yeah. Kanashiro. Pump fake, runner. No good off the rim. Swanek boxes out, gets the rebound.
Nice.
Here comes Denny in transition off the glass. It's good.
Once again, just very unselfish play.
I like calling these games with coaches like you or Gary because I can always say who hits the layup in transition, and the coach is always there to credit the assist. Let's go ahead and take a break. Media timeout called 78-41. Carroll in the lead. 7.5 minutes to play here at the PE Center. You're watching the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tires. Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Eric Peterson here on the Fighting Saints Network. 7.5 minutes to play, 78-41. Carroll in the lead over Whitworth. Saints ranked number 6 in the nation, looking to continue their run. lost their season opener to Southeastern, but since then they've won 5 in a row. And there's a steal by Jamie Pickens. Nice find to Hilborn in transition. Here comes Camden. Nice move there. Fakes off the defender, puts up a runner, no good. Rebound, though, by Jamie. Denny crosses over, drives the lane up with her left off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth. It's Megan Dorney coming up with it.
Christine is just attacking the basket so hard with the purpose. It's really, really good to see.
Three-pointer up from Whitworth, no good. Rebound brought down by Swanek. Christine's been playing with a ton of confidence these last couple weeks. Nice feed underneath.
That was a pick your poison play there. That girl had to make a decision, and it was a wrong decision no matter what she did.
Yeah, and there's a steal by Swanek again.
I'd be surprised if these girls are out here much longer before Coach Sayers starts getting some subs in.
Denny. Swanek, 3. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by Dewey. Step through, lay in, it's good. Megan Dorney that time. Hilborn in transition, long pass ahead. Wagner puts up a runner, no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth. And the refs are going to blow it dead. Slow to get up. We're going to have a couple of subs coming in for Whitworth.
Kyle Olson, Jake Lyman, Genesis Wilkinson, Maddie Garretts, and Addie Ekstrom in for Carroll.
Player down on the floor, 80-43. Carroll in the lead, 5:53 to go. And an update from Eugene. Jovan Slavankinen at the line. Carroll men have a 4-point lead over Bushnell. And Jovan just missed his first. He'll shoot one more.
I'm sure the coach here isn't very happy. She's been harping on the refs all game about that contact, and then now one of her players is hurt, so I'm sure she'll have a couple more words for them.
Let's go ahead and take a break for an injury timeout. 80-43, Carroll in the lead here at the PE Center. Back from the break, Daniel Sally and Eric Peterson here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. 80-43 the score, 5:50 to play here at the PE Center. Kaneshiro drives the lane, puts up shot, no good. Dewey rebound, her putback's no good, and Garretts comes down with the board. Lyman hands off to Olson. Olson top of the key. Ekstrom goes to the elbow. Nice give and go back to Ekstrom from Wilkinson. You said you thought we might see some subs? Well, here we are. It's Lyman, Olson, Garretts, Wilkinson, and Ekstrom are the 5 on the floor. And Whitworth just came up with a steal there. Dewey gets it to the wing. Nice close out there by Ekstrom to prevent the 3. But driving in and pulling up is Ava Dennis, and she'll draw a foul for 2 free throws coming up.
Addie Ekstrom, her second, team third.
Addie's second foul.
Yeah, putting those subs in is twofold. You get to rest your starters for the next game, which is going to be a tough game at MSUB, and gets good experience for these younger girls, and they're not even, some of them aren't even young, you know. So, but it's hard to keep the intensity. So that's what you always want to see as a coach is 5 minutes left in such a big lead. Can you keep that same intensity even though you have a big lead?
80-45 the score. 5 minutes to play. Lyman, crossover, drives, runner off the glass. Ooh, nice move by Jaden, but couldn't get it to fall. Just got the wrong bounce. And Carroll's going to keep it. Whitworth pulled down the rebound, but knocked it out of bounds. Ekstrom inbounding, gets to the wing. Olsen, three. It's good. Kyle Olsen, have a night.
That's your shot right there. That's good to see.
We just had a missed free throw by Bushnell in the men's game. Carroll leading by 1 with 20 seconds left. And one on the other end for Whitworth. Megan Dorney with the shot and the foul. That's on Wilkinson. That's her third. Shamrock Campbell going to the line for the men. For Whitworth, it's Megan Dorney at the line completing a three-point play. It's up and good. 4:45 to go. 83-48, Carroll in the lead. Saints get in their offense. Ekstrom up top, Olsen. Now to the elbow, Wilkinson. Looking for the cut. Instead, she hands it off. Olsen, another three. Ooh, it's good. Foot might have been on the line there.
Same spot.
I had wrote that shot off. It hit off the.
Yeah, it just died.
But fell right in. Kyle having a nice game. Shot up by Whitworth. It's no good. Dewey comes up with the board, puts it back up, and it's good for 2. Campbell just hit 2 free throws for Carroll, but a three-pointer on the other end to try and tie it was no good. Jovan comes up with the rebound for the men, and it looks like the Saints are going to get out of there with a win. Here comes a drive on from Kyle Olsen on the other end, and it's good. Kyle is having a game right now.
That's 11 points for her. I think that's 6 girls in double figures for Carroll tonight, which is amazing. If I'm right, I could be wrong, but I think it's close.
On the other end, layup and one again for Megan Dorney. Now Rakaya Grandy checking in the game. Garretts will head to the bench. Nice game tonight from Maddie.
Yeah, she did her job, that's for sure. I thought she played really good defense today.
Oh, she was an anchor inside. And that's officially the final score from Bushnell. Carroll 76, Bushnell 71. Wilkinson, other end, she puts up a 3 off the rim. It's no good. Nice take there by Genesis. Whitworth comes up with the board. Well, Coach Paulson and his team, they advance to 9-0 now on the season. They'll play Corbin tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 Mountain Time. Go to carrollathletics.com and head to our schedule for the watch link on that one. Foul called on Kyle Olsen. And your Coach Sayers just call our team's attention, say, hey, no more fouls.
Right, yeah. 5-0. Let's just get out of here.
Free throw up off the back iron, no good. Kanashiro will shoot one more. Kanashiro's second is good. Lyman to the elbow. Wilkinson dribbles, hands off Lyman, pull up from the elbow, no good. Rebound brought down by Whitworth. Megan Dorney, she's been all over in the second half. Dorney drives the lane. Blocking foul called on Kyle Olsen. It just continues.
I was just going to say, the foul parade just continues. The last thing you want to do right now when you're up so big in fourth quarter is give them more opportunities and stop the clock.
And 4 fouls on Kyle. Not a lot of time. I think she's kind of been more wrong place, wrong time than anything. I mean,
definitely.
we know Kyle's not just a hack out there. Missed free throw, rebound, Rakaya Grande. Here comes Lyman to the elbow. She gets it to Wilkinson. Back out Olsen. Olsen drives the lane and a hand check. Saints inbound it. 3-pointer, Grande from the top. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Dorney again.
Playing point guard. And she might have
traveling violation.
Might have wanted to pass that off to the point guard.
Let's see. So Dorney's got. Not getting a point total on here right now. Let's see what the other numbers are, though. She's 8 of 10 from the field. She's got 4 rebounds. But it's not showing her as the players in the game for Whitworth on my live stats. So loose ball, out of bounds, last touch by Carroll. Minute 47 to play here.
Final score, Carroll College defeats Bushnell 76-71 in overtime.
And a nice ovation there in the PE Center for the men's basketball team coming away with the victory. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebound brought down by Ekstrom. Tip of the cap to Coach Paulson and, of course, Coach C as well. Coach Simmons and Coach Ridgway.
Oh.
And there's a travel on Wilkinson. So travels at each end. A nice job by the staff and the players. And looking like we're going to have a nice night of 2 Carroll basketball victories for the Saints, both men and women.
That's always a good thing, always a good thing.
And hopefully a lot more of those as the season goes on. Here's a drive from Dorney. It's up, off the glass, and good for 2. Correction, that was Ava Dennis. Saw the wrong number that time. To the elbow. Here's Grande. Backdoor cut, Ekstrom. Nice dribble back to the left side. Puts it up, no good.
Made it harder than she needed to there. She had the left-handed layup open right away, but she didn't quite feel the defender.
There's a nice runner in transition for Katie Jo Vandenbogert. 44 seconds to play, 22 on the shot clock for the Saints. Wilkinson up top, offensive foul on Genesis there. I think that's her 4th. It is. She tried to back down to create more space and a little too much. About an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. Whitworth will get a shot to put some more points on the board before Carroll will dribble it out. 3-pointer up, it's no good. Long rebound, loose ball, picked up off her own miss. It's Olivia Mayer putting it up and getting the bucket, 88-61, and I believe that will be the final.
Should be.
Lyman's going to get it across the court and just shield the ball. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to do it here from the PE Center. 88-61. The 6th-ranked Fighting Saints will advance to 6-1 on the year, with maybe the toughest stretch of games coming up on their schedule over these next few days, next week really. Like we said, MSUB on Sunday, and they'll go to Kentucky next week. That's going to do it for our broadcast here from the PE Center. 88-61. Carroll comes out with the